money still chasing the mill. Wasn't lucky, I've been in the field. Got money still chasing the mill. Wasn't lucky, I've been in the field.
Welcome to In the Field Radio. I'm Erin Boogie, aka Petty White, and I'm here with Rapz.
Yo, you know what's going on, people? Another Monday night, another 10 p.m. What's good with you though, man?
It's been a minute.
How was your Halloween weekend?
Yo, I haven't done anything in weeks, so you
Okay.
you
So
would be
no
more
dressing
qualified.
up for you. No dressing up.
Didn't even leave the house. You would be more qualified to talk about
man.
Halloween weekend.
Yo, Halloween was lit, man. Shout out to House of Bikria, right? Out in Middletown, man. I always have a good time with them. Good staff, good, you know what I mean? The owners are cool people, man. You know, I could always do my own thing with the music, no restraints. But yeah, a lot of people turned up over there, a lot of good costumes. We had the costume contest.
Who won?
Cat in that. It was my homegirl Ash Cash. She was a cat in the hat.
Love that.
Yeah. So the other one was, I think, like a Joker, and the other one was like a dude who was a witch, I think. May have been third place. But yeah, a lot of cool costumes. I popped out. I was the water boy.
You love it.
Right? Had the wig, had the jersey on, the Bobby Boucher jersey.
That's fantastic.
From the Bourbon Bowl. Yeah. And I feel like I already know what I'm trying to be next year.
Are you gonna give us a hint or?
Nah. I think I'll drop it, right? So I think I'm gonna be Steve from Blue's Clues.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna probably be DJing, right? So I'm gonna have my handy dandy notebook for anybody who wants to, request something.
I love it.
You feel me? So I feel like that might just be, on point. But yeah, man, I was just thinking the other day, like, do kids still do like Mischief Night? Or like, you know what I mean? Like the night before Halloween?
Like go egging or do toilet paper?
Yeah.
Yo, do kids even do trick or treating? Like my neighborhood. So I had the light out this year. I didn't give out candy this year either, but it was quiet in the neighborhood.
I haven't had trick or treaters in probably the past 10 years, if I'm being real. But even like my nephew, like my brother was out here with my nephew. My nephew's like 6, right? And they running around. They hit the one little neighborhood. He's tired of walking.
What?
And I'm like, bro, like back in the day, like we used to really get it in, putting in
Pillowcases.
miles. You fill up the pillowcase, go back to the crib, and then come back out with another pillowcase.
Yes.
Like I was like, dang, y'all not doing it right, man.
But even not last year, but the year before, I had a bunch because I was out and then came home and was handing out candy. So even like halfway through the night, I think I unloaded like a pretty decent sized bowl of candy on the neighborhood. But this year I didn't have nobody.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, have you ever dressed up like because I saw a few of these and I'm like, during the costume contest, I didn't know if they should be judged together, like when the couples dress up.
Oh yeah.
Like if you have like a Joker and like a Harley Quinn, but like the throwback like comic Harley Quinn, should they get judged as one? But then I started thinking like, yo, have you ever dressed up as a couple's costume in tandem?
Nope.
Never. I did that thing, I think one time when I was like 18. And I think I was like somebody in a jumpsuit, and like my girl at the time was like a cop.
Yeah,
Simple.
I don't think so. The last time I went out on Halloween, I was like, I'm never doing this again. I went to New Paltz, which was probably my first mistake. And I remember the wait for a drink at the bar was like 40 minutes. Yeah. And I was like, I'm never doing this again, because why am I waiting 40 minutes for a drink?
And you probably waited 40 minutes in line too.
I don't remember. Now I can't remember, because I remember we did Kingston first. And then we went to New Paltz, because it was same thing. It was like packed in Kingston, so we went to New Paltz, which was obviously worst mistake. I just remember there was a Peter Pan towards the end of the night that had climbed up a wall and was like saying something from like saying something from one of the
lines from the movie.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, jump.
Dang, do a backflip. That's crazy. But yeah, man, a lot of music dropping. This Big L finally came out. It's sounding classic. It's sounding very on point. And I like some of these features on here. You know, I spoke heavily about how classic the him and Jay-Z freestyle was, and they ended up putting it on this project. But a lot of good production. He got a joint, you know, obviously we heard the joint with Nas before everything dropped. But yeah, a lot of good joints. I'm even liking the joint with him and Mac Miller.
That I was surprised to see that.
You know what's crazy about that one is that, like, obviously that might have only happened because Mac Miller spoke highly of Big L in an interview before, and they used that clip, you know, on the tail end of that song. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna be real, like, I look back and Big L was really like a lot of the white kids that liked rap knew Big L.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was like a thing for real. That, like, it was almost like the white kids was like play Big L almost to let you know, like, yo, I know rap.
He was like the barometer for like cool hip hop.
Yeah, like Nas is known for Live at the Barbecue, but Big L might have been the first invite to the cookout. Don't let that go over your head.
That was the litmus test for whether you were getting invited to the cookout.
That he might have been giving out the first couple passes. But yeah, good posthumous album. Obviously hearing him and Mac Miller was like so left field, but it's like it since Mac paid him respect, now anybody who's checking for something new, Mac Miller, that's the newest Mac Miller you could go to, and it kind of brings the attention to Big L, which obviously was what Mac Miller was doing to begin with in that interview clip. So yeah, a lot of heat off of there.
And it was cool to see Mac Miller on there, just in general, like another, you know, posthumous verse from him.
Oh, for sure. And you had McGruff. Remember I was saying, I'm like, yo, I need to hear people from Children of the Corn. It was everything I wanted it to be. And a lot of stuff, like the second half was more so like, maybe like in the cut kind of freestyles that we always knew existed, but like we still got them, and they cleaned them up too during the mastering process for sure.
Now, we haven't been on here in a while. Did you get a chance to listen to the Davies project?
Oh, he dropped
the deluxe too.
He got a joint on there that I like that got the same sample as the City of Demons.
Yes.
You know, that's actually my favorite joint off the project. I can't think of the name of it off top right now. What was your favorite? Obviously, I know you was there for the Havana joint, but... Yeah,
Havana, but hold on. I'll tell you what my favorite was, what my other one was. Actually, it's like the first song on the project is. I really like that song too. Right? Or no, Bottega Trunks with Stove Got Cooks.
Oh, yeah. That was like one of the singles that was out super early before the project, though.
I really like that one. You know what I mean?
But I did like that one a lot. Offset dropped. I don't know if you...
I didn't check that out.
That
was like a surprise drop, right?
It was not surprise like night of, but I think like he only may have mentioned it maybe like 2 days before. I've only heard sound bites of him like addressing like, yo, I'm not hurt. You do your dirt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know, kind of just addressing Shorty, I guess, because her album dropped most recently out of them too. So he probably had some things he needed to retort.
Did you see the Desiigner clip that dropped of him rapping?
Over like some boom bap?
Yeah.
Nah. Is he good?
Yes, but it was shocking because he doesn't look the same, right? And then, you know, he's been marred by scandal, like he was touching himself on a plane, and so he's had some things. He's had some things happen to him between Panda and now. So it was interesting, right? Because he doesn't really look the same. He's not like the skinny Timmy Turner kid anymore either. No. And then now he comes out and he's rapping for real. And you know, a lot of the discourse is that the whole Panda and the Timmy Turner stuff, all that stuff was a gimmick for him to get on and get some attention with the ad libs and that sort of thing. And now here you are out here rapping for real. Yeah. And this is who you are. So I don't know. It was interesting.
People think there's a problem with that?
No. And I've seen it before, but with other rappers. Actually, Haiti Baby.
I came ready to debate. I'm like, what's going on? Who wants smoke? No.
If you listen back to the Haiti Baby interview that I did, he said the same thing. He went on Power 106 and did like this crazy freestyle or whatever that went totally viral, and he was sounding crazy on it. And when I asked him, I was like, yo, like what was up with that? And he was like, it was totally marketing, like it was a gimmick for me to go viral. It did what it was supposed to. And I think, you know, with Desiigner, it's like you could sit there and dissect whether or not he had to or wanted to, but it's just, I guess, like the whole night and day style thing, it was, it's like, I always wonder, how does that work for him now? Does he alienate the fan base he already has, or does he end up creating a new fan base and winning?
I mean, the people that know who he is gonna know who he is. I don't foresee him making like new fans.
Not at this juncture, right?
Nah, not that I don't believe so.
Especially with some of the turmoil that he's been through.
Yeah, I mean, he could bounce back from that. Like, you know, I just think that, you know, you don't got that kind of star power. You had your moment of going viral. You know what I mean? You had a little something that followed afterwards, janky XXL freestyle. And then, you know, trouble aside, I just feel like he's not
that guy
captivating enough to where it's like, all right, you know, yeah, that's it. Oh man, yo, this politics race in New York City for this mayoral position is getting kind of crazy. You've been watching, paying attention to that at all?
A little bit, only for the simple fact that I just try not to do politics. New York City is a little bit different, obviously, because whatever happens down there clearly affects us up here.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, it's not like I'm trying to take politics to the airwaves right now. But yeah. I enjoy watching the debates. Like, I know the last debate was maybe like 2 weeks ago, but like, it's kind of like smack. Like they deviate. It's like they freestyle battling up there. They taking shots. They like, yo, yeah, bro, I lack this, but you ain't got that. I'm like, oh. It's something fire to watch.
I'm just tired of the whole like, yo, Cuomo, like you had to resign as the governor, so now you running for New York City mayor. Like, hang it up, my guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like the seal dude. Like, you've always seen him. He's always been like a character for New York City, but like now seeing him like trying to run and like, I don't know if this is like something for like his publicity, or if like he really believes like he got a shot at winning.
Yo, but I feel like he like has more of a shot than he should. Like, how did we get here?
Yeah, I think it's about to be super close, but you know, De Silva is I guess kind of stepping on Cuomo because you know, some of my votes could be going your way. So like, you know, I've been wanting you to drop out. You know, Eric Adams dropped out, you know?
Yeah, yep.
So, you know, and ICE been in full effect in New York. I'm sure that's one of the bigger topics. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. The actual general election is scheduled for November 4th. So that's tomorrow.
Interesting times.
You know, so we got to cover it tonight. Young Jeezy, I guess he's now just Jeezy. He's not young no more. You know what I mean? Let me correct that, right? But
he's middle-aged Jeezy.
Yeah, so you know he's been doing his Las Vegas residency now for a little bit, and on November 1st, he actually broke a Guinness World Record for having the largest orchestra.
Yep. For
a performance. Yep. It was 101 band members from the Color of Noise Orchestra. I'm just thinking, like, was the cap like 100 before that? And he was like, yeah, I got one for you.
He was like, let me show you something real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, super innovating, you know what I mean? And he's been working with this orchestra now. Like, he took them on the road and stuff like that. Like, it's you know, he come out suit and tied up, you know, tux, all of that. Just something different.
They gave him a little certificate too and all that. They had like a whole, like the Guinness Book of World Records came and did like a whole thing.
Yeah, something crazy, man. I mean,
you love to see things like that in hip-hop.
It's so out of the box that it's not even something that you would think is like occurring. You know what I mean? Like, wait, what? Jeezy got the orchestra, the largest orchestra in the Guinness Book of World Records? Like,
Yeah.
you know, when I turn that page, that's not who I think I'm gonna see.
That's the kind of stuff I like to see in hip hop, though. Like, I like to see hip hop getting recognized for positive things instead of seeing like have you been seeing like the 6ix9ine interviews with Vlad and stuff? It's like I don't like to see like stuff like that.
I don't pay any attention to that. If I see it, I'll like.
It's like in passing.
It might play for like 3 seconds before I say, "Wait, what is this?" All right, I'm good.
Exactly. I'd rather see stuff like Jeezy getting the world record for the largest orchestra.
Yeah. Live
Versus.
shows.
We didn't talk versus. That was
gonna
live
say
show.
live shows. We got to take it to the verses.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it. My man, Master P, ran a half a marathon up there.
The Master
P, just jogging in place, like, you know what I mean. His what do you call that? His cardio is up there.
That's a fact.
You know,
I strive to have his stamina at his age.
So something different. They did it at Complex Con, which kind of gave it a different effect.
Yep.
That kind of describes why the crowd almost kind of looked like they might have been into it, but maybe not into it. But aside from that, 12 rounds instead of the 20 that we're known to have.
Yep.
And I guess versus is kind of back in a conversation. I don't know who spearheaded it, but now they're talking, you know, who could Jay-Z go against is like one of the hotter topics online right now. So like knowing that Jay-Z not just gonna pop up and be like, yes, I'll do it. I can't wait. I guess it just kind of did everything it was supposed to do, like putting it back in our conversations.
Do you think it can successfully continue after this? Do you think that because I was not sure because it was a Saturday night. Versus was always traditionally something that happened during the pandemic when we were locked down. We were in the house. It was something that kind of just kept us going when we had nothing else to do. So I was a little bit unsure whether something like that people were going to be as tapped into, on a random Saturday night, especially, No Limit versus Cash Money like that. But it seems like people were very tapped in. I was super tapped into it. Do you think that's something that long-term people would be interested in?
I think it's big. I think them in particular, they were super big for like the South in their own region. You know what I mean? Like how Atlanta was crazy behind, the Jeezy Gucci versus. Do I think that like this could be a thing? That's why I think them being at Complex Con was a different effect, because it's like, will people pop out to see it? Yeah, if it's going down at like one of the bigger conventions and people are already there, of course, for sure. I really think so. Could this be more? They got to get more people that like, I don't know. I just feel like they're working it right in the sense that they're going to different regions, kind of like how sports right now, or like football, or, even wrestling even is like, we're having our things in Ireland. We're doing a big pay-per-view in, wherever, some other place in the UK. So I feel like Versus is making its national run, making a pit stop in every region, and before they know it, I feel like they have a possibility of bringing it back to where, from the east to the west, we watching and tapping in when they have, these greats on there.
Yeah, because if that didn't happen at Complex Con, it would have made sense for it to happen in Louisiana, where they were all from. And
to even be honest, I feel like that might have been even for like a safety purpose.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's gotta be something that's mentioned in the boardroom. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For their long standing, it was never like, heavily publicized beef, but we from over here, y'all from over there. We don't rock with y'all don't rock with us. Y'all getting money, we getting money, and
Who did you think took it?
I think it ran pretty tight the whole time, but I don't know. Master P to me, like him being able to even have his artists come back around, seeing like Mia X there, seeing Snoop pop out, like on the flip side, like Birdman can't get his biggest artist to come out.
Yeah.
So I feel like that kind of was the maker or the breaker for that scenario.
So you felt like it was a No Limit?
Yeah, I feel like No Limit took that.
No Limit edged it. Yeah, I agree.
And I was hearing earlier in that day that there was this is just hearsay, that there was a bag set aside that they wanted Wayne and they wanted Young Boy to be there. So I don't know what occurred with either of them not wanting to, or even if there's any like legitimacy to that, but definitely something I heard, so definitely something I wanted to mention.
I've definitely been rocking No Limit Records. I forgot like how deep their catalog actually is.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like they was dropping albums at No Limit, like how like we were getting mixtapes in like 2003.
Yeah. And their mixtape or their album covers were always fire. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, they kind of made their own like branding of art.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I mean? And you know, there was a lot of people that tried to remake that years after.
Yep, that's a fact. Yeah.
Sheesh. What do we take
so
it?
The Dodgers won the World Series. Ooh. Did you see that?
I did see that. Another L for Toronto, man.
But did you see the graphic that Fox Sports put up the day after, or that night actually, with Kendrick dropping off? With the "They Not Like Us" on it.
Yup.
I was like, here we go.
I definitely did see that. But you know, they're gonna play into whatever they can play into. Like, you know, it's hilarious. It's still a topic to many people.
Yep.
You know, yeah, it is what it is, man. It's all in fun. I'm sure, you know, there's been harder hitting things towards Drake in this whole this whole problem. So I'm sure that was the least of his worries. But speaking of with the Drake scenario, Drake and Spotify right now are currently facing a class action lawsuit over billions of alleged bot streams now. And obviously this comes on the heels of his case getting thrown out, accusing UMG as well as Kendrick and his label for using bot streams. This is a new federal class action lawsuit that claims that Spotify ignored widespread fake streaming activity and alleging that Drake benefited from the billions of fraudulent plays. Sheesh. We could see what that turns into. You know, it'd be horrible for the lawsuit you were hoping that came to you is now the one hitting you over the head.
I was gonna say, real interesting turn of events, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they said, yo, that's the game you want to play. I bet we're gonna play it.
Yeah, I saw that earlier and I thought, wow, like here he was trying to expose the label and Kendrick, and now it got turned right back around on him almost immediately. So
yeah,
we'll see. I wonder if this one will get tossed.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's with Spotify. So the crazy thing is, with Drake and the whole wanting to have a different contract or get out of the one that he currently has, and that's kind of why the underlying thing of, I guess, him trying to like cause all these problems is like they're saying with the fake streaming scandals, they affect like the artist's reputation, their data, their value for the next deal. So it's kind of like you inflating what we should give you, and you're not how do they say? Like Drake would say, the boy. Like you're not the boy like you say you are. You know. But yeah, coming off the heels of that, what was I just about to say? Speaking of scandals, there we go. This NBA scandal, you've been paying any attention to this?
Oh yeah, with the fraudulent, with the betting and all that. And then the Mafia is also concurrently facing a scandal with the betting and stuff too.
I'm still caught up on like, why am I not seeing Mafia faces? I just keep seeing the same three guys from the NBA. You know what I mean? The coaches, the players, you know what I mean? I'm just like,
yeah, because it was people. So with the Mafia, it was all people from all five families that got caught up in this thing. So it was way more people that got arrested.
And I ain't seen nobody. Ain't seen nobody from their family. Ain't nobody from no family. I ain't seen yet.
Well, and you notice that they aren't talking about that as much as they are talking about the people that got caught up in the NBA side of things, because it's two different cases.
It is, yeah. So there's the one involving the poker games, and there's some involving other fixed basketball games. So they definitely are two different things, but they definitely do overlap.
Yes.
What I'm seeing still over 30 plus people, over 11 states. arrested in connection with this. I'm not sure what charges they specifically have and on who. But yeah, nah, this is definitely something serious. Interested to see what this turns into.
Yeah, definitely something we should keep our eye on. It looks like it's gonna get interesting.
But the only like conflicting thing to me, which I will say, is them asking players about it and trying to interview them about it, like, you know, like any sort of gambling is wrong with like all these sports gambling apps are like logoed around their head and the backdrop behind them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's on the microphone that they're talking into. And it's like, dang, like they kind of treated this like how they treated, weed, I guess, not too long ago. Is like, we know what's going on and we doing something about it. But the moment it's like, oh, now we found a way where like we could really get the money off this. Now we cracking down on y'all super hard. Now I'm gonna close down your gas station. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Just because there's something in there type stuff. So, it's interesting to see that. I don't really know what's gonna happen with these guys.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's a lot going on all at once.
Yeah. And I found it interesting that they did this maybe after the first 3 days after the season opener, 2 days after the season opener.
Yeah, that was what was interesting to me too. It was almost like, let's wait for the season to start,
because they could get a couple more bets in that might be closer to the range of time I'm trying to, point them out of doing this.
Yeah, real interesting. I'm real curious to see how this moves along. It was very curious to me that it overlapped with the Mafia case, because that was the poker games and stuff.
Yes.
But because of the overlap, I'm wondering if that was really just like the beginning foundations of that case, and if there isn't more overlap somewhere along the way.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think we're gonna have to stay tuned, keep finding out. Interested to see how this plays out, man. And I'm sure, I hope not, but I'm sure they're gonna just be connecting it to more people. Somebody's gonna be pointing out like, yo, he did it in that game when he was over there. You know what I mean?
I'm sure they're looking for some higher profile names to connect to it.
Of course, because even they're saying like Chauncey Billups and stuff, they kind of just used his name and his celebrity to kind of get people to the games.
Yep.
So we'll see, man. I don't know. But you got anything else you want to address before we get on out of here?
No, I think that was everything that I had.
And we good. All right, bet. You know what it is, people, man. We about to get on out of here. We about to get to some more tones. Then it's time for us to, breeze. So listen, it's been your boy Rapz, man. Erin Boogie here with me. Another Monday night, another 10 p.m. I'll catch y'all next week.